Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Finally done with weird bank rolls. I did not write down the word Denver on those bank wrap rolls from the Midwest. I need to because they are basically mostly Denver, and I feel like I feel a little weird saying that I need to write it down. But you gotta be ready to see a bunch of Denver coins and bank wrap rolls from out the Midwest. And that's never happened to me before. It almost felt fake, to be honest with you. But I do got a bunch of rolls from there. And, what they say, buckle up, buckaroo, because one day that I'm going to be going through them. But with that said, I'm happy to be back on customer wrap penny rolls, which we are looking at today. And it's a nice change of pace, Wow. I mean, this they must have been in this position so long that they became it's stiff. It's stiff. All right. Anyway, all right, let's see if we can get these out. Hopefully, wow, very odd. Come on, let me see some copper. Okay, yeah. Please tell me they're not all dirty. I know some. We had some dirty rolls in there. Okay, which is why I kind of want to take them out. Wanted to take them out slow because I would have put them back in. Now we have a couple weirdos in here. That's one, and the other one is here. As far as like dirty ones go, let's get those finished with. And we have average amount of copper, plenty of copper. Here's another one of those. You always got to wonder how. I wonder how you could tell they're from the same place, right? They look exactly the same, exactly as dirty. They ended up in 3 different spots on the roll. Anyway, whatever. All right. 738. I don't know. I'm not even gonna keep them. I'd feel embarrassed to send pennies like this out to someone if they bought a roll from me. This one I think is cool, but I'm probably the only person that would think something like this is cool, though. Maybe I'll put it to the side for a video if we don't have enough copper. And I think we have copper number 1. Yep, a 64. Let's just look at this real quick. Misaligned die. You can see how much space is on the bottom versus the top. So the whole coin was basically moved, slightly moved. Got a couple stragglers, 2015. (2002). I do my videos in the morning, and I schedule them in the morning. Now, members get to see them as soon as I upload them, right? So scheduling does not affect members of the channel. It's one of the things I assume that members like is that 2024 is that the videos get uploaded and they get to see it as soon as they're uploaded. So if I upload them, usually I upload between 12 and 4 o'clock, or 11 and 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But they're scheduled for the public, for my subscribers, at 7 a.m. And I've mentioned this in previous episodes. The reason that they're at 7, and it's funny because he's my first member, so he saw them when I guess, you know what? I don't think, no, I didn't start scheduling videos 94. That's a nice shiny Lincoln Memorial. I just realized that I did not start to schedule videos until, oof, might have been 6 months or a year. Eric, you would know the answer to that better than me. 2004, another shiny Lincoln Memorial. Um, so I guess whenever I scheduled them, he told me he'd watch them before he went to work, and that was at 7 in the morning. So when I did start scheduling them, I started scheduling them for 7 in the morning, not even realizing that that didn't affect him because he was a member, so he watched it whenever they were uploaded. It didn't even matter for him. But that's the reason I picked 7 in the morning, truth be told. And I think I told this story before a long time ago. Hey, we got a nice wheat set. Too bad we didn't pick it up upside down. Look, not for nothing, it's brown, but it's like perfect brown. It is. I'm pretty sure it's sintered. They would probably mark this as brown, not sintered. Does have a little corrosion right there, but otherwise, this has got to be one of the most perfect brown wheat scents I've ever seen. Look at the surface, the field, and you can see how the tops of the letters are turning copper, right? So that tells you that it is sintered, right? That this is a copper coating, a um, a copper powder coating, right? And after 70 years, it just started. That's how thick the copper coating is, that it started to come off the tops just now, as if it's been inside a time capsule for the past 70 years, just about. So a 1970 S, what a tremendous penny roll. Too bad about this in the top over here, that little bit of, and it looks like it's actually could be, the letters look lighter. It could be because of the corrosion. 1970 S, we have a variety. The 1970 S comes in small and large date. Which one is this? I don't know. That zero looks pretty big, man. That's refuser. Um, looks pretty. Looks like a big zero, and I don't know which one is more valuable. It even looks like it goes up above the 7. Let me type it in to Google. Which 1970 S is rarer penny? Large or small date? The small date is rarer, of course. Oh, has a picture of how you can tell. Liberty is usually weak on small date. Liberty. Oh, okay. So oh, the O's both look high. So let me show you. Here, just pause. I'm going to show you and pause it if you want to look at it. All right. All right. So I got it there. Now pause it if you want to continue to read it and study it in the lines. And now I'm going to show you mine. Let me see. Oh, the 7 on the small date, the 7 is very high, and the line in the middle goes towards the middle. The S, no, looks about the same place on both of them, so that doesn't matter. The Liberty is usually weak on small dates. I don't know. The model looks weaker. Look at that ST, but I don't. But of course, there has to be corrosion rate. Look at the U. Even the U. Look how weak the U looks. All right, let me focus on that 9. Man. Oh, the 9 is. Oh, the 9 is less curved on the small date. Oh, and it's almost pointing towards the. I think this is a small date. Oh, the 9 is less curved. Oh, you know what? Let me take a picture of this. The 9 points towards the bottom of the 7, and on the small date, it curves inwards and points towards the middle of the 7. Oh, look at that. I think we got a small date. I'll do a special video on that later. Let me just put in 1970 small date into eBay, see how much what it comes up as. Probably not worth anything. Right, you go through all that, and then you find out it's not worth anything. Let's go lowest first. Yeah, I just saw a oh, and look at this. This person thinks this is a small date, and I could already see the 9. Not necessarily. Well, there's a little blip there. It looked like it was pointing into it to the 7, but yeah, the large date. Yeah, small dates look like they're about $10 to $20 depending on the condition, and it was a very nice graded one. I think it was like $100 something. There's a P. I'll put this on watch. It's an old. It's in auction. So, and look, there was the small date 1970 S. All right, it's in auction. I'll watch it. It's the old label, and then the next one is 66. This is 66 for $90 best offer. How much was that one? That's a 65 for 70. I won't even watch that for I bet you the guy, and that one has shipping. So one is $75 in auction with an old label, and the other one's is 66 with a new label. For 90 best offer free shipping. I bet you he does it for $80. And for $5, you definitely have to go with the higher grade. So, all right, so we got one. That's nice. Definitely not high grade. Also, this I don't know if that would give it the corrosion. Maybe some of that came out with a little bit of mineral oil, but maybe XF. I don't even think that would make AU, to be honest with you. I don't think that would make a. So we have 4 copper pennies so far. We're halfway through the penny roll. Of course, we're at 15 minutes already, which is like where I want the video to end. But this is what the research does. You know, if you find something interesting, my suggestion to you would be to do what I just did there. If you already do that, let me know in the comments below. If that's been your habit, if you use a microscope, if when you find something interesting, you automatically look it up, you look for the mintage, you go to eBay and you look up what the lowest one, highest one, the graded ones, 1980. This is number 5, copper penny number 5. If you do that, let me know in the comments below what you do. If you do something different, let me know what that is. If you think I'm wrong about that being a small date, let me know that in the comments, and why. And why. I knew it was another 24. I knew it. Yeah, this might be copper penny number 6. We might hit 10 copper pennies today. So what's that worth? What's that penny worth, in my opinion, in the condition it's in? $1 or $2. $1. Which is great, right? $1 for a penny. That's 100x what I paid for it. That's like buying a house for $100,000 and the next day selling it for 10 million, right? You got to add 2 zeros. From a penny to $1 is adding 2 zeros, right? 100,000, add 1 zero, it's a million. Add 2 zero, it's 10 million. That's what finding a penny and selling it for $1 is. But people don't think of it. People do not think of it that way. If people thought of it that way, if you thought you can find, if people thought that they can flip houses that they bought for 100,000 for 10 million in a day, right, from one day to the next, there would be a frenzy, or whatever the case may be. But there are so many $1 pennies. I find $1 pennies all the time. Every penny roll hunt? Nah, not really. I would say just about every 2 or 3 penny roll hunts, I find a $1 penny. You know what? I have to rephrase that. I'm going to say in just about every, out of 50 pennies, typically there's at least one that's worth $1. So I'm not even going to say, I would just about say that is 1 out of 50. Okay. But it's 100x. So that would be like buying 50 houses, right? And one of them almost being guaranteed is going to be worth, and that's if you don't find one that's worth $2 or $3. $3 would be would be $30 million from 1 penny, right? So, but people don't look at it that way, and that's one of the reasons why, as far as I know and I can see, very few people have ever, not ever, I shouldn't say ever, but very few people collected boxes of pennies. Even me doing the videos, I didn't go out and get nearly, and that's a nice 82 copper Denver, by the way. Make sure that D is not repunched. No. That's copper penny number 7. Here goes copper penny number 8. 66. And that's why I think most people didn't have boxes and boxes and boxes of penny rolls, because they just didn't, no one saw it as valuable. Even me going out there once a month, making videos, getting a box here, a box there, having a channel dedicated to the penny. I didn't even have 100 boxes of, you know what I mean? I didn't even invest $2,500 into pennies, even with that, knowing that how the value that's in some penny. I didn't even do that. I did about half of that, and not in bank wrap penny rolls, custom wrapped. That was my main goal, was to get custom wrapped. I'm glad I did that, because I really do like customer wraps, especially from this part of the country. I like bank wraps more than the in this part of the country than I do Midwest. That's just dirt. We might get 1 or 2 more. We have 8 copper pennies. If we get 2, I think we got 2 more in here. That'll hit 10, and that's it, man. That's about what you want. So I have no idea how I got onto that topic. That is not a flare G. I guess looking at that 1970 and the fact that it's worth $1, and the fact that most people the way I've seen it, nobody gets, from watching so many penny roll, penny roll hunting channels, nobody really gets excited over finding a $1 penny. It goes to 2017 P. I'll hold on to that. It's a little dirty, but I'll take it. One more copper penny, and we got our 10. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe that last one? Maybe not. Might not have 10. The infamous 10 copper penny roll. And last but not least, it is a zinc. It is, and it's a die clash. You can see it in the third and fourth bays in between the columns. It's a pretty strong one too. And I don't know if it's there or not. But it's right there. So we got a die clash. It's pretty strong. Let me see how it looks. 89. So it's the flare G. That's the G you want to see in that 88. I guess if it was fatter and thicker like that, I would automatically go to it, because the 88 FGs are they're just thinner. So if I saw a thicker one, that would I would automatically make me want to look, because I've already seen so many of them that I know they shouldn't look like that. But anyway, that's the die clash right there. Pretty strong. And that is the bottom of the head. Oh, and it goes into the stairs. Look how strong it is that it goes into the, you see it there? Goes right into the stairs. That's nice. And through the column. Hardly ever see that. But it does not come out above the stairs. Why? Because they polished it off. All right. 9 copper pennies, a die clash of 2017, and 2 shiny Lincoln Memorials. Very good penny hunt. This is what I like to see. I will. The gem, not for nothing. I have to show you this. It's not even, it doesn't even make sense. Because I'm looking at this here, right? I'm looking at this penny here, 89. It does say small date, 66 red. This is what I told you, $90 free shipping. This guy selling, or girl, whoever it is seller, $85. He sold 30 of them, ungraded, but because they're gem proof. He says it's a key date. I don't think it's a key date. I don't think it's a key. I think it's a variety. Maybe it is a key date. I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't think it was a key date. Let me type in it. Is it a key date? 1970 small date. A key date. Oh, the 1970 S small date is considered a key date. You can tell them apart by looking at the. This one shows. I like the one that showed the 9 pointing towards the bottom versus pointing in. Here's another picture of it. Let me see if they have a large picture of it. Oh no, that's something different. I'll show you this other picture, I guess. You want to look at that. And the bottom one shows, I guess it shows what? That the 7 is a little bit lower than the head of the 9. Is that what we got here? Huh. The 7, the 9 and the O. Oh no, the funny thing is I actually read that wrong. I was like, oh, I don't know, man. The 7 looks like it's kind of even with the 9 there. No, the 7's even with the 9 on the small date. And the Liberty is weaker. Well, I don't know. That Liberty looks pretty strong to me. But then on the large date, I mean, it looks really strong. But the Liberty definitely does not look blurred like that. I don't know, man. Maybe it's a large date. Who the hell knows? I don't know. It's not gem mint. It's only worth $1. Probably the large date's probably worth $1 too. In that condition, I'm saying. Okay, please click like and subscribe. God bless. I will see you in the next one. Right? This is episode, what is it? 738. I will see you in episode 739.